here with my good friend Steve Edmunds, Edmunds St. John Winery. We're in the western hills of Paso Robles at Tablas Creek Winery, what they call their tank room. And we're going to talk a little bit about Steve and Edmunds St. John and about the Rhone Rangers in general. But if you don't mind, I'd like to start off with a quote that Patrick Comiskey wrote in his book, American Rhone. If Randall Grahm brought the flash to the Rhone movement, Steve Edmunds brought the soul, a framework for authenticity that faithfully served the movement through its early years and provided a kind of moral compass. His sensitivity translated effortlessly to his wines in blends which reflected an authentic Côte d'Rhone charm and in meditative Syrahs. The combination got to the heart of what the movement was about, a winemaking aesthetic that would become more refined and artistic as the years progressed. Steve Edmunds has always possessed a touch of the poet, but few winemakers to this day are as committed to what amounts to an artistic vision of winemaking. I met you, Steve, in 1985, the year you started at Edmunds St. John. If I'm doing my math correctly, that's 40 years.
Yep.
Where did the time go? So let's have a little toast to the start of our... Cheers.
You got some too.
Tell us the story about Mike Higgins and the name of how the name the Rhone Rangers came about.
Mike worked at a JV liquor store at that time, and he said, you should just call it the Rhone Ranger. And I without thinking much about it, I just said, that's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But that would be a great name for this group. And so I think it was when we were starting to plan that event at Oliveto.
This was the tasting we did at Oliveto, which was the first kind of, after that gathering at Laleem's, was the first kind of promotional event that we did.
And I began the note to the other wineries with Dear Fellow Rhone Ranger. It can't have been more than a couple of weeks before an issue of the Wine Spectator came out. Actually it was the April Fool's edition.
Right.
And on one of the covers was Randall Grahm dressed up in the Lone Ranger outfit with a white horse.
With a white horse, yeah. That was a watershed moment in the evolution of the Rhone Rangers.
Randall knows an opportunity when he sees it.
That was actually going to be my next question, what you thought about that.
My immediate response was, damn, I wish I'd thought of that.